Hi there, today I'm going to show you a little bit about the parse-domain module that I really like to use. I find it a really useful way to be able to parse URLs with all kinds of different elements, and it handles everything really nicely. It saves you so much time over trying to parse them manually using regex or some other method for getting what you need out of a URL. Okay, so first of all I'm going to include this as a constant. Parse domain equals require parse domain. Okay, and next I'm going to call it a crazy URL. It's going to have all kinds of crazy things in it. You wouldn't typically find all of this in one, but let's just make it a big mess, and that'll help to show how well it works. So let's make it HTTPS, and I'm going to give a username, password. It's kind of old-fashioned that people don't really do that anymore, but this module does handle all that. I'm going to give it a port name, port number, and a page name, crazy HTML.html, and then a query string, foo equals bar, and bar equals foo. All right, so that's a really long URL with a lot of stuff to it. Okay, so now let's just use a constant. It's not going to change. Parsed equals parse domain. So now we're calling upon this module that we required at the top, and we're just going to feed that crazy URL. Okay, and then next we'll just do a console log for parsed. This is a nice time to use some object-oriented programming here. We're just going to grab the domain object out of that parsed constant. And that should be it for now. Let's give this a try. I'm going to save that, and we'll just try running it. There, as you can see, it just returns onkia, which is just the domain out of all of that crazy stuff. But then now let's have a little fun. Let's add on the dot, and then let's add on parsed.tld. So that'll be the top, the extension basically. So now it is onkia.com. Great, and it's just sort of really self-explanatory and really easy to use all the different parts of the URL as an object. And I'm just going to show some other neat features here. Some TLDs have a dot in them, like the .co.uk, and this module is smart enough to know about that. So if we try now at onkia.co.uk and we run that, as you can see, it returns for the TLD co.uk. So it knows that that is actually the TLD and not the actual domain and a subdomain. So it's smart enough to know that. And then if we add a subdomain, like let's just call it subdomain to avoid confusion, and then I'm going to do .domain. You can see it returns just the domain, and I believe it is subdomain, and now it returns subdomain. So and another nice little trick you can do is just to show the whole object. We can do a console log on just parsed, and then that'll show you everything. The TLD, which is currently co.uk, the domain onkia, the subdomain and subdomain. That's about it. Just wanted to show you a really nice little module for parsing domain names and URLs. Thank you for watching.